Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This weekend I will be taking you along with me just for a weekend in the life. So the weather is going to be absolutely amazing and we will see what I get up to. So I am currently out for a walk in our local bushland, surrounded by tree grasses and lots of trees and lovely sunshine. It's a bit of a weather test, to be honest, just to kind of contemplate what I might like to get up to for the rest of the day. And it's a bit of a strange time in the Bolson household at the moment. Actually, you know what? It's not strange. It's a really hard and terrible time in the Bolson household. I do feel some pressure to come across on these YouTube videos as really quite positive and showing you the best that Australia has to offer, but at the moment things at home are just really hard. If you've been following us for a while, you will know that Jamie had spinal surgery this week and I have double knee surgery on Thursday. So yeah, it's such a unbelievably hard time for us, and probably for the first time feeling like maybe we've made the wrong decision in coming here, if I'm being completely honest. But that being said, I do find that I really enjoy being out in the sunshine and the warmth, and so that is going to be my focus for this weekend, is just really focusing on the positive aspects of being here and trying to squeeze out some enjoyment in the last few days before I go in for surgery. So yes, come along with me and see what I get up to. Hello again. I actually can't believe the weather today. I've spoken about this before, but I have to do like a Northern Hemisphere conversion for the date. So I think it's like the 9th of May, which would be the equivalent of the 9th of November. And it's 30 degrees today. Now I know this is not kind of typical for this time of year. We have had days like late teens, early 20s, overcast. Definitely feeling like the seasons have changed, but every now and again you get a day like today, and actually the whole weekend's looking amazing. So I am so grateful. Waves of emotion at the moment. One minute I'm really sad and things are feeling a bit overwhelming, and then the next moment I'm out on my bike in the 30-degree heat and everything is feeling okay again. So I am cycling down to Cottesloe because, as I said, I was contemplating what I was going to do on my little walk there, and it's just screaming out for a beach day. So I'm on my bike on the way to Cottesloe and looking forward to a bit of beach time. So I have made it down to the beach. It is stunning, of course. It's my first time being down at Cottesloe Beach since they've taken the shark net out. I think it came out maybe a week or two ago. So I did still go for a swim, which was lovely. And I went despite our friends who had come here earlier today sending me a video of a shark. There was a shark alarm here earlier today. And as I say, I have a video of the shark swimming around pretty close to shore. But there are lots of people in now, so it didn't stop me. And I just went kind of waist deep for a bit of a paddle and a bit of a, I don't know, yeah, just kind of waded around in the shallows. And I'm just going to soak in these rays before heading back home. There is a bit more seaweed here than I've seen before as well. Another observation. So more seaweed and no shark net. This must be Cottesloe Autumn Edition. Good evening. That cycle and the beach was just so lovely. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I mean, we loved summer here. Summer was great. But there was like always a bit of like panic if you wanted to go to the beach. Like it was kind of something that you needed to do in the morning before it either got too hot so you couldn't walk on the sand or too windy, both which would literally happen sometimes at like 10 o'clock in the morning would be too late to go to the beach. But autumn, you can just go down any day. The wind isn't around, the UV is nowhere near as high. Still use sun protection, of course, but nothing like the levels that we were getting in sort of December, November, January. So yeah, lovely little trip down to the beach this afternoon. And now I'm cooking dinner. I mentioned this before, but I'm in sort of like batch cooking mode. So I'm making half for tonight and then half for to go in the freezer for when I've had my surgery. And tonight on the menu is chili con carne. Now, this will actually be quite good for a little, you can help me out in a debate here. But I love sweet corn in my chili. I just feel like the kind of deep, rich, spicy, tomatoey, stodgy flavour needs to be cut through by something crisp, juicy and slightly sweet. Jamie despises that particular element in my chili. So let me know which side of the fence you sit. But good news for me is that I'm doing the cooking tonight, so the chili's gonna have sweet corn in it. Hello, it is now Saturday and I've decided to go to Fremantle for the day. If you saw my Easter weekend vlog, you will know that we have been on the quest for custard apples. And so I'm going to try again at the Fremantle Markets to get my hands on some custard apples. And I could drive to Fremantle, I could cycle to Fremantle, of course I have done both. But today I'm doing the third option, which is training. So I realise I haven't actually vlogged a train journey here yet. And the public transport is an important aspect of any city. So yes, I will be taking you on the train today down to Fremantle. So I thought I would give you a quick lowdown on the trains here in Perth. I generally find them okay. I think most people, especially those that don't live in the actual city centre, would say they struggle to get by just on public transport here. But we use it quite frequently. I'm obviously not commuting to work yet, but we'll probably use public transport quite a lot once I am commuting. So some pros of the public transport, I do find it quite frequent, not as frequent as you might find in like London or Sydney, but I am never waiting more than 10 minutes for a train. It's generally clean, reliable, quite steady really. Some cons, it doesn't go absolutely everywhere that you would want it to. Some people may think that a train once every 10 minutes is not very frequent. I've also found the smart rider system a bit faffy, so a lot of cities these days you could just tap on and off with your bank card. You can't do that here. So you either need to buy a ticket at the station or buy a smart rider card, so similar to an Oyster card or an Opal card. You buy the card, you get a 10% discount if you are using a smart rider card, and then if you've got auto reload activated on your smart rider card you get a 20% discount. So it's definitely worth getting a smart rider card. You can't refill them at every station, and I haven't quite been using it frequently enough to set up auto reload, so I often find myself faffing around trying to find somewhere to top up my smart rider card, and you can't do it online either. So it just takes a bit of thought to get your head around the smart rider system, but other than that we use the trains very frequently and are very happy with them. One final thing to add on the public transport is that when we first got here, about 2 months over the summer holidays, so kind of early December to early February, public transport was completely free. You did have to tap on and off with your smart rider, but it was free, and also it's free on Sundays, so lots of stuff done to make sure things are accessible, which is great. So I have gone for a bit of a wander before getting here, and now it's time for the moment of custard apple truth, and we have a hit. Hi, can I have 2 custard apples, please?
How many?
2, please.
No problem. You want the ripe one or a little bit green?
Maybe one for today and one for a couple of days.
Yeah. I get one the green one and the one there's a little bit wait for a couple of days. That one's ready to go.
Perfect.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
$26.
How much?
26 cents.
Okay, $26.30. Oops. I'm still at the stage where I have to look at banknotes. So I've got cash, is that okay? I'm still at the stage where I have to look at... Thanks. I have to look at the banknotes to know what they are. I haven't quite got the colours and the numbers all lined up, so... $30 over to the van for 2 custard apples. Hilarious. They better be good. We've never even had them before. This is hilarious.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
See ya.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I come bearing gifts.
You come bearing gifts.
She's
She's done it. Look at that. There's no way these are going to be as good as you want them to be.
Guess how much I paid for 2 custard apples.
2 custard apples. $6.
$26.
$26? You paid $26? You paid $26 for 2 custard apples. For 2. Do they have like a secret inside that's worth $26?
Right. One is ripe for now and one needs a couple of days.
Ripe?
I asked for one for now and one for a couple of days.
$26 for only 1 custard apple. That's quite funny. Anyway.
No, there's 2 of them.
And only one of them we can eat.
Well, we need to savour them. We need them to last for the next 3 weeks. Oh dear. Okay, ready?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to taste like that.
No.
I'm not even sure I like it. I don't think I can do that. I don't like it. Why does it taste like that?
I think it's growing on me. I do wonder if this is overripe.
Yeah.
So the conclusion is that that was a weird experience. I think this one's overripe.
Yeah.
It's just something not quite sitting right about it.
It's got a weird before taste and a strange aftertaste. That's like the majority of it, like it's sweet and it's like it is a bit custardy. I can see why it's called custard apple, but the whole overripeness is, I think, throwing off.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So now that excitement is out of the way, I am going to do a very boring activity for a Saturday afternoon, which is have a big tidy up. So yeah, a bit of tidying up, change the bedding, put some laundry on, all of that good stuff. Here we go. Good morning still. It is now Sunday and I am in Mandurah. So I'm here with a couple of friends. We drove down from the city, stopped at the Big Loaf Bakery on the way, which was lovely. We've got stocked up on some sandwiches for lunch and some of their famous cinnamon scrolls. And yes, now we're in Mandurah and we're going to go paddleboarding. Now Mandurah is quite famous for having quite a lot of dolphins in the kind of quays and marinas, so we have our fingers and toes crossed, A, for some dolphins, and B, that we don't fall in. So let's go. You're facing backwards. just see a dolphin. It was literally like within 10 meters of us, but I didn't get it on camera. So we've got a little bit left. Fingers crossed I can get one on camera. So we didn't have any luck getting a dolphin on camera, but we had the most amazing paddleboard and afterwards headed down to Town Beach in Mandurah to eat our lunch before heading up north for a Facebook Marketplace stop. We good? Oh, it actually works to push me as well. Crash. So it turns out you can't put mobility aids on Facebook Marketplace, because they've tried to sell stuff like this and they've got some crutches, but you can't put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Reasons, maybe.
Yeah, so that's why I haven't been able to find crutches and wheelchairs and stuff on Marketplace. So I just asked, do you by any chance have any other mobility aids? And they're like, yeah, what do you want?
And you got it for free?
No, it's $20, but that's more than I could ever dream of. Good morning. I am once again out and about. It's Monday now. I did start this vlog feeling a bit down, I guess, but yesterday was exactly the kind of day that I needed to lift my spirits. I've said this a few times, but you know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows here, but I do find that I'm never too far away from a kind of uplifting moment or day like yesterday, so I'm incredibly grateful. We've got a bit of a mountain to climb ahead of us, but I am hopeful and I know that we'll get through it and we'll be stronger on the other side. So hopefully you enjoyed coming along with me for the weekend. Slightly more, I guess, low-key weekend this weekend, just kind of pottering about, but I'm so glad that I got to bring you along with me. So if you did like this video, please give it a like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and watch the rest of our journey as we navigate our health issues and etc. in Australia. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye!